memories go. You're in it.
Ah!
Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that anyone if he gets us, he's gonna eat.
Who are you? Traveler, are you from one of the other nations? Could it be that you... I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend.
Whew. Seems he's just... Yep. Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
Gods protect me!
No! Stop freaking out.
Relax. Yes, whatever you... Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey! Paimon already... Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Arrivo.
Time
Ciao,
to go.
Gutao. Okay.
Director, there's a ghost after me.
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts. Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain? Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either. Yeah, forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow. Funeral. Oh! The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor! Zhongli is a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right? Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, well, trifling matters having to do with immortality. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to. Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later. Well, that's dark. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes. Whoa! Slow down! That's... you... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique individual. Allow me to explain. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near future.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not normal. Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal. Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Wood, to be precise. Wood? What do you mean? That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get to know you.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, don't look so shocked. Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread and butter. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but also me. touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like this. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting as an intermediary, it would be so much easier. Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in return? Ah, we're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are. This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer speak for you. You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business. When did we become your assistants? Longsheng Funeral Parlor. The ones who no longer speak. Oh, did she be talking to the dead?
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition. Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll find has far more benefits for you. First things first, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also receive 100 of our signature wooden coffins for free, together with your first order. That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially dangerous areas, but don't you worry about that. I promise you, it's still very affordable.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal, don't you think? Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as they say.
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this context. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place. It's time for you to go. I have to attend to other matters.
Oh, wait, hold on. What would you say to a group discount? 30% off for parties of 10?
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another clash with the Millilith.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor services. Nothing left to do here. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time. Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
My apologies. I'm only about halfway through. Do you really think they will be effective?
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for generations. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door. I fulfill the requests written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary, cremation, or funeral that they seek. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only we could burn them by the batch.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the time. Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies ever since I became the... I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them. Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one showed up. Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise. And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just like during our visit to the Adventurers Guild. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile on them. A solid and durable second home, of course. Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so. All right, Mung. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles.
I'm still not...
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to but in doing so, I neglected my old clients. Let me do some market research. Wait here, my... Paimon already told you we're not... Guess we got dragged into somebody else's bit. You must be the director's new hires. Not us! We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral. Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known. Her? Tactful? Going. Let's go find Hu Tao. That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel warm and fuzzy.
But Director... Isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up?
Poor guy's giving up. Right, we should get going. I am not letting... We? Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh. Stop adding little afterthoughts like that! Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see it? Lighten up. The way I see it, what people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their... baseless fantasies. Oh, more approachable... Paimon wouldn't say that. You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters Then you really don't have any excuse for... You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the... I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. All right, let's get...
Director, wait.
Big G? Who's that? We finna leave... Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Where are we going? To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
Sorry. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crush.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health. Go and find some other poor soul.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips? Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Time to go. Time to go.
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
Hello there. Would you be interested?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a...
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world. Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your face.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang?
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call them.
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor... You really don't give up, do you? Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems... Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable. Business development? Surely you don't think all that was business development? Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own... No. The business development... I was helping to find somebody for Meng. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Meng is looking for... The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, so we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that. Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense. Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm not... Were you seriously hoping that the director of the... Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral.
Time to go.
Meng, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wuwang Hill. But recently, after one such visit, I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but how would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming...
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits... But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only...
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for...
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find... Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big Ch-
Wong Hill, childhood friends?
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having... I think that it's a curse.
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right. And
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste. The symptoms I'm having are just like those described.
Wong Hill? No.
hold your horses, both of you. Isn't that exactly what you...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right?
All right. Don't panic. However, in order to lift the curse, we need... Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your...
I guess I'll come.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this...
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go. So, what mysterious rituals are you gonna perform here? No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time. Eh? Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Ecco.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old, you're onto something. After all, we're only afraid because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the makes sense. But do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were... Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading. Purify the air and burn the bodies of the deceased. Paimon didn't see that Yes. Anyway, it took many years. But eventually, we've
Ringraziamo
dealt with
Dio.
similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time, to sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a... Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. You're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evils. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more...
Diversamente disarmante,
All
ok?
right, let's get down...
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
I've been through worse.
I'm counting on you!
Oh cavolo.
Fire it up! I got you covered!
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Ok.
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked.
What?
This exorcism device, people like you wouldn't. And those were real monsters, not a manifest. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then.
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it. Human life is short.
Wow.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, since we are done with the matter at hand,
I believe that won't be. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
Oddio.
This is Big G? Well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he. Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Come ce lo dovremmo portare?
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.